on Iwtv News.
Back to school in 2019. That's right, friends. School is once again under the hood. Special day in Reiver Arena, and the competition fierce and fun. Rolling in with a new coach. Don't blink or you miss the first one, but staying in their lane. Tip-off time once again. The men's and women's basketball teams bounce back home for the second half.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to Iwtv News, our first of 2019. I'm JJ Davis. So, how was your holiday? Enjoy your time off? Have some fun? I kind of feel the same way. However, we are off and running once again. So, what's the vibe? Are you idling a little too high or a little too low? Well, let's get your motor running with some peeps who should know. Dodge Hall, Automotive Technology, automatic. The door, always open. No AC for this spring semester class.
Volts are the force that pushes the electrons.
Basic electricity, electronics, high voltage stuff.
Right. The weight of the water is going to push down.
I love coming back and seeing the new students and getting to know a new group of people and just hoping to help them change their lives for the better.
Exactly. We need 12 volts.
These first-year students are revved up about their future.
Runs through our conductor.
I never worked on cars really, but I've always been into cars. So I wanted to take this course to get a good job.
I love everything about cars. My whole life, I didn't like to use my brain, you know, so for me it's good to use my hands, you know.
This thing is not running right.
I provide them the tools and I make sure to tell them that, it's on them, whether they learn a lot, whether they learn a little.
Second-year students set to graduate this summer have learned a lot, thanks in part to a bumper crop of teachers, including one enjoying his 40th year under the hood.
I got bored over the holiday.
Really?
Yeah, didn't have enough to do. We teach everything from bumper to bumper mechanically on the car, and these guys are in their second year, so they're the more advanced students. They're doing a pretty big job on this truck over here.
Yeah. My family, all we do is like, we got handyman stuff, so it's like, it's just, I don't know, I just caught on to it, that's how I am.
I didn't think we'd learn anything on hybrids, to be honest, and then we had a whole 16-week class on just hybrids, and that was a lot of work, and I had no idea on hybrids.
They come in at various levels of experience. Some of them come in with not knowing what a screwdriver is, and some of them have actually been working part-time in places before, so we start where they're at and try to make them better.
Reiver Motor Works, Automotive Technology, better than good.
Turn the lights on.
New year, new semester,
You may have to pull
same old story. Gearing up for another happy ending. And so it's once again time to get it in gear and shift this car out of park and get moving. And you know, it's not a bad drive. Here are some key dates to remember. Regular term classes, last day to drop a class and get a 50% refund on your tuition, January 18th. Last day to drop a class, April 8th. Accelerated session number 1. February 18th is the last day to drop classes. Session 2. Classes begin March 11th, the last day to add a class 2 days later. Money, money, money. Payment deadline. Got to be paid up for the semester, January 22nd. And last day to apply for spring graduation, February 18th. So just some important dates to remember as you idle along in this new year and start a new beginning. New year, new coach. We'll set them up and knock them down. Good time to be had by all, and they'll have some fun too when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is IWTV News.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt,
such a weirdo,
excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Queen is just my everything.
His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
Marshall Wellness Center, opening summer of 2019, Iowa Western.
So what'd you do your first week back? I know, classes. Had to go to your new classes. But what else? How about some fun stuff? I mean, did you go out and meet some people? I mean, there's plenty of opportunities here. I mean, it's all part of what we call the Iowa Western College experience. No excuse. A lot of stuff to do. For one, here's IWTV student E.J. Wren.
Students gather in the Reiver Arena to celebrate the new semester, play basketball, and enjoy free food.
I decided to come out to relieve my stress of the first day of school.
So I work here, so I just let everybody play the game, referee, keep sport, keep them busy, let people meet new people and stuff, and just come out and have people have fun.
I didn't even know what this was, but I had fun. I played basketball. I did what I did,
It's been going pretty good. I'm playing some ball and, having fun.
Always have fun. It's good to, meet new people and come out and have fun.
Oh, yes, I got some goals. My primary goal is to get 4.0 GPA and then have a good basketball season.
To make honor roll, make A's and B's. Not no A, B's, and C's. I want some A's and B's in my report card. So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution.
Get some good grades, I guess, and try and have less stress.
Manage my time wisely. I finish my homework on time, and I pay attention in class.
I'm gonna get my head in the books more often and get tutored and get more help.
We go to more events to relieve the stress and study more.
For my basketball, anytime I get on the court, I just play hard, execute the plays, listen to the coach, I play for my team.
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends who are just trying to get good grades and just have fun.
With your IWTV News, I'm E.J. Wren.
Thanks, E.J. Now, there was another party, so to speak, in Reiver Arena, and some competition too. But as far as I'm concerned, no losers, just plenty of smiles. Here's IWTV student Devin Holcomb.
What the Special Olympics stand for: empowerment, friendship, and acceptance.
We'll now have the lighting of our Olympic torch by Colton O'Donnell from Lewis Central.
And the Southwest Area Basketball Skills Competition is at Iowa Western.
We have 11 areas in the state of Iowa. Southwest Iowa has the 5 counties here in the southwest corner of the state. We service down here probably at this event today, it's going to be somewhere between 250 to 300 athletes that will come here and compete. Since this is an area competition in basketball skills, our first place winners here will advance on to our midwinter tournament in Iowa City on March 16th. It includes a passing competition, a shooting competition, and a dribbling competition. So each of the athletes will do their best at those particular events. They'll add their total score together to see who gets the blue ribbon, red ribbon, and white ribbon for first, second, and third today.
In our program, the ELP program at Kern Middle School, we brought 22 students here to participate in the Special Olympics, basketball skills. I would definitely recommend it to other school districts.
But other schools aren't just participating, but volunteering, like the students at Trainer High School.
We just enjoy coming out here to work on this every year. I mean, we do this at Trainer High School too, and it's fun to come out here twice a year, and it's just really good for our team to do this kind of activity.
It's really important. The kids love it. It's an adventure for them, and it's something that they really get excited about each and every year. And we do it about 4 times a year.
The fact that we can have it here at Iowa Western is a privilege that, having them here out every year, the athletes get used to us and they actually remember you from the years before. I've had plenty come up to me, excited to see me again. So I enjoy that part of it and just the interaction with our student athletes with the Special Olympic athletes. I think it's really special. A lot of my athletes, my players, this was their first time working with Special Olympics, and obviously they really enjoyed it. I would certainly glance over and I would see some of our girls that were escorts for the athletes and really enjoying the interaction. They're getting so excited about making that shot or, making the time for their speed dribbling, and seeing my girls high-fiving the athletes. It was really cool to see just how much excitement they had and joy in their competition as well.
No matter who advances to the midwinter tournament at Iowa City, you can tell that this competition is a whole lot more than just winning.
VIPs have their attention at half court. Division F9, age group 22 to 29. We have in first place Samantha Ford from the Harlan Twizzlers.
With your IWTV News, I'm Devin Holcomb.
And then they're gone. Moving up on the pitch, the end goal for some student athletes. How about a home court advantage, up and down the court, after the break.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi. You mean you were driving? Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here. I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
The brand spanking new Iowa Western bowling team's already into the second half of its first full season. And there's been a change in plans. No, actually, a change at the top. Now, spare the outside search. The Reivers are keeping it in their lane, striking it big, and keeping it in-house. Set 'em up, knock 'em down. 2 gives way to 1. The fledgling Iowa Western bowling team has its second head coach in its first season. Out, Doug Kuberski. In, now former assistant Chad Goodwin.
I was a little surprised. Kind of hit me off guard. Doug pulled me aside. He's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you for a second." I'm like, "What? Just for what?" You know. And then he told me.
The 39-year-old from Omaha and graduate of UNO is having a ball. Goodwin, a former college bowler who has about 26 300 games to his credit, believes in rolling in the reps.
I'm more of a repetition guy. Like I said before, you got to get muscle memory to just go ahead and throw the shot when you're nervous, when you feel a little pressure, or you revert back to what you've done 100 times before. No, I'm the opposite of you, sir. I like to keep everything calm. Again, in bowling, you want to be calm. You don't want to have extra nerves or excitement or adrenaline pumping when you're trying to keep everything calm and smooth.
Pressure?
I thought of that before when I took the assistant job, that everybody here kind of wins. So I do feel that a little bit. I feel it's a little bit different for us. We do compete against all the 4-year universities too. So goals. This year I like to get everybody who's around is just to improve. Got to improve and build on it for the next year.
So set 'em up, knock 'em down. The 5 men and 5 women have 3 tournaments left before bowling in the Buffalo for nationals. The Iowa Western bowling program has its second head coach in its first season. Second to none. Turning to some basketball. The men are riding a 5-game winning streak. 14-2 Iowa Western tips it off against Division II Iowa Lakes. Here's Iwtv student Brian Tesmer.
The Reivers are back in town for a matchup with the Lakers. First half, Trayvon Broadway knocks down the 3. The sophomore leads the scoring with 19 points. And on the other end, Broadway comes up with the big block and the sweet finish. Then, Amadou Silva knocks down a jumper. The home team shoots under 30% the first half. But Kevin Jennings and Iowa Lakes hangs tough. It's 34-all at the break. Second half, the visitors jump out 40-34. Big Blue stuffs its way back. Buki Ducate nails the 3 with 34 seconds left. Iowa Western trails by 4. Iowa Lakes sinks the Reivers 80-74.
Well, you know, every loss is a tough loss, you know, and especially when you're used to winning. And so the nice thing about that is it says of the previous 17 games, we haven't had this feeling very often.
Losing is always tough, so we just got to bounce back and think about the next game.
Listen to coach, what he's saying on the side, and just stop trying to, like, if they score, stop trying to score back, like, immediately. Just, like, slow down and let the game come to us.
At the first half, we took uncharacteristic offensive possessions. So, you know, we only shot 23% the first half, you know, and you can't play halves of basketball against good teams.
The Reivers dropped their first game at home. Iowa Western is 7-1 in Reiver Arena. For IWTV Sports, I'm Brian Tesmer.
Thanks, Brian. Next to the women, Iowa Western hasn't been home since December 8th. In over a month, the Reivers run into their own arena for the first time in 2019. Here's Iwtv student Adam Ireland.
Big Blue comes running out against North Iowa Area Community College. First quarter, Nene Williams goes for a drive, pulls up and hits. Reivers are on the board. Summer Blakemore out to Kiara Dahlman. Dahlman spots up for three. Big Blue up 5-zip. Williams out to Blakemore for the tray. Freshman nails it. 10-3 home team. Nene again driving hard, passes to Aubrey Noti. Noti for two. Iowa Western leading 18-6. Dahlman driving hard, passes to D. Davis, and Davis splashes the three. Reivers up 25-8 after the first quarter. Big Blue comes out hungry for more in the second. Tiana Ziegler out to Blakemore. Number 4 muscles her way up and one. Blakemore leads 3 in double figures with 22 points. Later, Noti, who chips in with 12, gets the deuce, making it 30-10 Iowa Western. Late in the half, Blakemore with the easy layup. The Reivers take a commanding 44-24 lead into the break. Second half, Blakemore to Dahlman. Big Blue shoots 55% for the game. 46-28 Iowa Western. Then Ziegler to Haley Moore, and Moore for two, 66-39, all Reivers after 3 quarters. In the fourth, Davis to Williams. Nene pulls up for the jumper. Reivers wipe out the Trojans 85-56. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Adam Ireland.
Thanks, Adam. And then there's the wrestling team. 7th-ranked Iowa Western hits the road to Miami, Oklahoma. Miami, Oklahoma. That's right, perennial power and number 2, Northeast Oklahoma A&M. The Reivers go 5-1. Not bad. Number 7, Big Blue pins 14th-ranked Labette 41-9. Top-ranked Clackamas outscores Iowa Western then 28-9. The Reivers bounce back, take care of number 15 Clout 31-18. Destroy Neosho 48-zip. And then round 5, Big Blue does a number to 27th-ranked Northwest Wyoming 28-16. And finally, in the last round, 7th-ranked Iowa Western waxes number 3 Northwest Kansas Tech 25-18. Now the Reivers 165-pounder Brandon Burgos goes unbeaten 5-0. 184-pounder Tim Barr and Melvin Hernandez at 149 each win 4 matches. Now, as usually is the case, the Iowa Western wrestling team is coming on, and as always, want to peak for nationals in February, once again at the Mid-America Center. And finally, say hello and goodbye to the Goodbye Girls. They came, they saw, they conquered, and now, on the other side.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Drop that baby.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Gonna miss these women. Made an impact on the pitch and the classroom. But in the end, isn't that what it's all about? Of course, getting good grades, excelling on the field of competition, and then if you're lucky enough, you get to go where you'd like to go. And these two women have done just that. She made her mark at Nationals in 2017. Hat trick! Lauda Chavez scores 3 goals in Iowa Western's only win. As a sophomore, the forward from Bogota, Colombia set a school record in assists to go along with her 13 goals. Chavez, the 2018 ICCAC Player of the Year, signs on to continue her career at Division I Florida International.
I chose Florida because first of the vacation, it's in Miami, it's really close to home. Also because I think that great soccer.
Meanwhile, second-team All-Region midfielder Paige Moser from Preston, Idaho, will look to score at D1 Utah State.
Ever since I was little, I've been a Utah State fan. I've always wanted to be an Aggie. Iowa Western is somewhere I think I'll always call home. I've loved it here. I've grown to make a family here. I mean, all the girls here are more important to me than almost any people I've met in my life.
Like, it's a blessing to be here, and I really appreciate every moment. Just I know I can count on them whenever I need them.
2 more meet the needs of college soccer programs at the highest level. The Reivers, Lauda Chavez and Paige Moser, the latest student athletes from Iowa Western to be signed, sealed, and soon to be delivered.
Perfect. Oh.
And that's the name of that tune. We are officially on the board for 2019, with many, many more to go. And hey, the weather can only get better. Well, depending on how you look at it. And so, for the latest and our first edition of Iwtv News for 2019, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
Iwtv is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.